Hi guys and gals, Froggy here. What I've got for you today is a little home improvement video. You've probably seen these in advertisements. This is a shelf, a pull-out shelf on wheels they call it. It's a pretty easy install, but I'm just going to put a quick video up for you so you can see how it was done in one place here. All these containers fit into this one storage cabinet here, the lower one, and it's always hard for my wife to get something out in the back that she doesn't use that often, and you got to unload, everything that's in front of it in order to get to it. So with this pull-out drawer, it'll make it a lot easier. So basically, there's a frame that you just put in there and square it off and screw the frame down, and then you're going to take this rack and screw the rack down, fasten it down on top of the frame. I've already pre-fit it. You want to make sure this is pretty deep, so what I did was put it in there without the frame just to make sure it's going to fit, and you can see I've got maybe an inch to spare, so I'm going to bring it forward so that if something is over the back part of the tray, it'll have a little room. If something overlaps this dimension here in the back, it'll be fine. And I'll set it back a little bit so the same thing happens in the front, and the sides are no problem. So let's get started with putting the frame in there, and we're going to mark the holes that I'm going to I'm going to pre-drill the holes. The screws will go in better, and they'll hold it down nicer if I pre-drill the holes. Now, width-wise, this will actually expand to be a little bit wider if I loosen up all these screws here. So I'm going to make it as wide as possible without hitting anything. Okay, here's where we are. What I did was I did a full assembly, putting that bottom slider frame onto this top rack, and then I expanded it just by loosening up these screws that I showed you. There's 6 of them, and just pull it that way and that way, because I wanted to see what my maximum width was going to be before I screwed it down. Although you could still adjust it a little bit even after it's screwed down just by reaching in there with a screwdriver. So that's what it's going to look like. It actually loses some space with the height of the sliding frame, so I want you to be aware of that. You lose about an inch and a half, I would say, not quite 2 inches. So the next step is actually you're going to show the wife what it looks like before I screw it down. If she approves, then I'm going to screw it down. Anyway, we await her arrival. Hi guys and gals. Well, Mrs. Froggy is home, and I wanted to show her how much space is going to be lost, because the slider is totally underneath here, and as you can see, too much space is lost with the way this is built. So we are not going to use this, but I think it's a good video to put up for you guys, a good example of how you have to test things out before you screw it all the way down. So that's how this one worked out. If this helps you, give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more home improvement from Froggy, subscribe to my channel. It's free. Froggy out. See you later.